There was some news related to Hulk Hogan's death this week. It looks like there is going to be a lawsuit out of the death based on some medical malpractice. Apparently, there was an issue with the Clearwater Police Department in Clearwater, Florida. The occupational therapist that was at Balea's house, when he stopped breathing, told the police, which is shown on body cam footage, that apparently it was either his heart or neck surgery that he had recently. The surgeon cut his phrenic nerve, which affects breathing, and caused Hulk Hogan to stop breathing, which led to his heart attack, where his wife, Sky, ended up calling the police. Clearwater Police has said they are in communication with the family members, including the son, Nick, daughter, Brooke, and widow, Sky, and they're doing an investigation into the situation. Sky stands to inherit over $7.5 million from this death, which they're saying the phrenic nerve was compromised, is exactly what they're saying during one of these surgeries. So the surgeries definitely caused the death. How negligent was the doctor? I mean, that remains to be seen. In other news, the fallout for SummerSlam, Bret Hart, who apparently was paid to be at SummerSlam, but apparently wanted to watch it, but there was no seat for him, had claimed that Kevin Nash had a seat, but not for him. Nash said this is not true. He had a seat for the autograph signing, which he was at earlier, but he did not stay and watch the show. So Bret Hart lying about that. I mean, you're getting paid to be at the show. I mean, who cares if you watch it or not? I didn't hear very good reviews on it, particularly for the first night. I heard the first night was awful, full of botches. Which, by the way, WWE's done their Peacock deal already. Their pay-per-views are all moving to ESPN now, and they managed to finish the deal early by adding pay-per-views like Evolution, which nobody wanted to see anyways, and adding these bonus nights of WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Nash did not have a seat either. That is correct. Bret Hart was lying. Ricky Steamboat, his son Richie, who I actually met before, went out with once at a Harley race camp back in 2008. He released the pay stub from Ricky's Pontiac Silverdome pay against Savage, one of the most famous matches in history. It was only for $50,000. Apparently, in the past, people had said that Ricky Steamboat had made as much as $250,000, which is contradictory to what the pay stub actually says, $50,000. The myth is that Hogan and Andre each got $750 each for a total of $1.6 million. And there's also a claim that Andre got a $250,000 tip for doing the job. Who knows if that's true? Because Andre ended up doing so many jobs to the Ultimate Warrior in the years after that. And I guarantee you he wasn't asking for tips, but you never know. Knobs, I don't know where he is. I guess he was still close with Hogan towards the end. Knobs is a guy I don't have much respect for. He's a complete loser and a racist as well. Apparently, Real American Freestyle Wrestling is still going on August the 30th in Cleveland. It's been mostly papered, but 2,180 tickets are out. This is a 14,000 seat arena, but that's going to look decent the way that they have it set up. There's not much interest in it. I mean, Kurt Angle and Chael Sonnen are two of the commentators. That, to me, that's the most interesting thing about it. I don't know much about who's actually competing on it, and really have no interest at all in watching it. although I wish them well because I used to be an amateur wrestler. Apparently, there's still lots of tickets available for AEW's upcoming ECW Arena run. Yes, they've gone from 18,000 seat buildings to the 900 seat ECW Arena. How the mighty have fallen. There's a lot of bragging going on this week that they went all the way to Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland, and had over 7,000 for their combined Dynamite and Collision taping this weekend. That is 7,000 in a 13,000 seat building, by the way. The building actually holds 13,000. Raw in Philadelphia this week had 12,000 in a 21,000 seat arena. Raw and SmackDown are getting 10 or 11,000 most nights. Apparently, they are doing some house shows in the UK. WWE is doing a UK tour, and the house shows are averaging about 5,000 tickets out, which for the UK, I mean, does that merit going all the way over there? I really don't know. But they're not doing house shows in Canada or the US anymore because they weren't making any money, apparently. NXT was in Philadelphia this week at kind of a hall, and they had 1,656. Apparently, the hall could hold up to 2,500, so it was not sold out. Dana White says that the chances of John Jones being on the White House show next 4th of July are 1,000,000,000 to 1, as he does not trust John Jones. He is looking for independent wrestlers to do slap fight. Apparently, they're having issues finding people to do slap fighting. Surprise, surprise. People don't want to get slapped in the face. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua has been canceled due to licensing issues. Gable Steveson, former WWE wrestler that kind of flopped in WWE despite being paid a shitload of money for a lot of years, is training at Greg Jackson's camp for MMA. He's debuting September 12th for LFA. I'm sure he'll be signed as an Olympic gold medalist to the UFC anytime he wants. Yeah, Ronald, I don't think when you consider having to fly everyone to the UK, that 7,000 fans is that much to brag about for how much they've been bragging about the Collision numbers. But compared to having less than 9,000 fans less than 900 fans in ECW Arena, I guess I'd be bragging about it too.